Okay, so we're going to do a session of rejuvenating poses because we're all a bit tired today for a range of reasons. So get your stuff ready, have your blanket on top of your mat, and have the bolster underneath your knees, blocks underneath your feet, and the blocks for the blanket underneath your head. So just get yourself ready. It's nice to have a little bit of extra warmth, so you might want for this time of year, because it's -3 in Manchester at the moment. Oh no, it's 1 degree actually. It was -3 earlier on. So it's been cold today. So you might want to cover yourself up just for warmth. So have your bolster underneath your knees, the blocks underneath your feet, and give yourself the opportunity to just completely relax. So relaxation doesn't come straight away. Often you might have to just move yourself around. If you can cover your eyes over, that just helps you to quieten your body and your brain. So just have the arms resting on the floor. Just allow the physical body to release into the ground. Consciously unhook the muscles of the arms and the legs. Letting go of the muscles of the arms and the legs, unhooking them so that the body becomes heavy on the ground. If you feel like you need to adjust your position for comfort, then do. Never suffer discomfort in restorative yoga. You should always find our optimal comfort in order to allow the body to relax. Give yourself permission to relax. Give yourself permission to relax and allow the body to sink into the ground. Draw your attention into the soles of your feet. So that they tingle with consciousness. Tingle with awareness. And then allow the underside of your feet to completely relax. Softening the muscles underneath the foot. Letting the muscles of the sole of the foot completely relax. Draw your attention into the top of the foot, into the skin and the muscle and the bones of the tops of the feet. And then relax the tops of the feet. Relax the skin and the muscle. Let the feet completely release into the blocks, into the bolster. And then draw your consciousness into your shins. Draw your consciousness into the shins and allow the fronts of the shins to sink into the backs of the shins, into the calf muscle. Relax the kneecaps and allow the fronts of the thighs to completely relax and to sink into the backs of the thighs. Relax the pelvis and the abdomen. Relax the abdominal muscles and the diaphragm region. But still take deep inhalations and exhalations. Relaxing the thighs and the abdomen. And draw your consciousness into the rib cage. Observe if you hold tension around the ribs, or whether there is freedom. Relax the muscles around the ribs, the intercostal muscles and the shoulders, relaxing the shoulders into the ground. Relaxing the upper arms, relaxing the forearms, relax the arms into the floor, relax the shoulders and the upper arms and the forearms and the hands, just relying completely on the ground to support you. The ground and the bolster and the blocks and the folded blanket. Relaxing the arms and the shoulders, and consciously relax the neck, feeling the blanket supporting the back of the neck gently, and soften the muscles of the face. Soften the muscles of the neck and around the face, the forehead, and around the eyes, around the cheekbones, and around the nose and the jaw and the tongue. Softening the muscles around the face and around the back of the skull. Just allowing the body to completely surrender into the floor, from the feet to the face, from the face to the feet. Just completely focusing on the sensation of relaxation. Just focusing on keeping the breath consistent, nice and deep. feel that you can surrender the physical body into the ground. Just enjoy this feeling of total surrender into the floor. Okay, when you're ready to disturb yourself, just wriggle your toes, wriggle your fingers, just bring your feet into the bolster, have the feet together and the knees apart. So the other way around, feet apart and knees together, just resting your back into the floor. And then roll onto your right side for a moment, straighten out the top leg and then come up into just cross legs for a moment, just observing that feeling. Your energy has changed. Okay, so we're going to do the mountain pose, the mountain brook pose. So move the blocks from where they were, keep the bolster where it is, and then get your blanket. And so this is folded like that for your kind of pillow, if you like. So unfold it once, and then place it on the floor, and then fold it down the middle. So you get this longer, kind of slightly fatter little kind of blanket pillow for your back. So this is going to go in your shoulders. So just make sure that your blanket is evenly folded, otherwise it will feel uneven. So these shoulder blades are going to sit on there. So you're just going to come down onto your back again. Just lengthen yourself along, and then the blanket is just supporting the shoulder blades. Your head is down on the floor, and then you just stretch your arms over your head like this, and then relax. So our mountain brook pose is really energizing. So again, you can cover your eyes just for darkness. And then release. So as you know, as we progress into the practice, I'll speak less and less so that you can just relax rather than having to listen. So the practice is about doing nothing. And that's difficult sometimes. So just allow yourself to do nothing. It's a refreshing opportunity to escape from the pressures of the day. Just focus on your breath, on even in breaths and out breaths. You're not trying to labour the breath, you're just allowing the body to release. Just release your arms, just bring your hands just to the sides of the body. So uncover your eyes if they're still covered. And then just roll onto your right side and then sit yourself up. Just come up into cross legs. Just observe the energy around the shoulders. Invigorating energy that comes from our relaxation. Take your blanket, just unfold it from the from that mountain brook fold, and then unfold it again, so that you've got this long, thin blanket, and then fold it down the middle, so down the long end, and then fold it down the middle again. So you've got this little narrow mini bolster. If your blanket has got hemming on it, have that at the head end so that it's not kind of going to dig into your back. And then keep the bolster where it is, and you're just going to sit yourself at the end of the bolster, not sitting on the little mini bolster. You're not sitting on it at this stage. You're just going to, so it's like a kind of an inch away from where you're sitting, and then the bolster underneath your knees, and then you guide yourself down along that little bolster, and then get hold of the end of the blanket, roll it up so it's like a little Swiss roll, and then just allow yourself to release along the little mini bolster. So just aligning yourself really precisely to start off with, so that you're able to relax, and then just experiment with where to put the bolster. If you put the bolster in the back of the knees, does that give you the length that the pose can give you? Or if you put the bolster in the back of the calves, so that the feet are kind of hanging in the air, then often that will give you the feeling of elongation that we're looking for in this pose. So just adjust until you've found that point at which the spine feels like it's being lengthened out. And cover your eyes if you can. And again, allow yourself to sink into the ground. So this spinal elongation pose brings energy to a tired body. Okay, when you're ready to disturb yourself, just wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, just bend your knees, and then just roll off the little bolster, straightening out your top leg, and then just come back up into cross legs. Just feel how you really brought good energy into the spine and into the upper body. And then just move your bolster out of the way. If you've got a chair handy, that's really good for this. So just unfold your blanket and just make it into a little little pillow shape again. If you've got a chair handy, we're going to use that. If you haven't got a chair, you can just use like the seat of a sofa or just anything that you've got. We're just going to come down onto our back with the blanket underneath the head and with the knees, backs of the thigh, backs of the calves on the chair, and then we're just gonna again just relax in that position. Again, you're gonna cover yourself over if you need to, just to make sure that you've got really good level of warmth to help you relax. If you can cover your eyes again, then do. And then just allow yourself to release into the ground. So this is just a gentle inversion, which gives you the opportunity to really ground your energy. Just surrender into the floor. And let the body release into the ground. Okay, when you're ready, just bend your knees and just roll onto your side, just taking your feet off the chair, and then straighten out the top leg. Just come back into cross legs. Just be conscious that if you get up too quickly, you can go a little dizzy at first, but that will soon recover. And then just move your chair out of the way, and then we'll finish the session the same way that we started, with the bolster underneath the knees, a folded blanket underneath your head. This time, but with no blocks underneath your legs, underneath your feet. So just come down onto the floor with the bolster underneath your knees, the blanket covering you. Again, you can cover your eyes. And then just allow yourself to just enjoy these last couple of minutes in our basic relaxation pose. Just releasing into the ground. Just allowing the physical body to release into the ground. Observing that feeling of energetic lightness radiating out from the bones, radiating from the bones and into the muscles, into the organs, into the flesh and the skin. Use your in-breath and your out-breath to distribute that feeling of energetic lightness evenly down into the toes, into the fingers, and into the top of the head. Just wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, bring your body back into this pose of Shavasana. And then bend your knees, bring your feet onto the bolster, have the feet apart and the knees together for a moment, just resting your back into the floor. And then gently roll over onto your right side, just stay down for a breath or two. And then straighten out the top leg, come back up into cross legs with your hands in Namaste, just a final spinal lift. Draw your breath in through your nose and draw it down into the abdomen. Be conscious of the energy that you have released through your relaxation poses this evening, that good, positive, healthy flow of clean energy that the extensions and the relaxation poses bring to the body and to the mind. And then draw your chin down to meet your chest. Just spend a moment to acknowledge the positive energy you have created inside and how your energy has changed. And then send some of that positive energy out into the world. And then release the backs of your hands down toward your knees, palms facing upwards, connecting the tip of the index finger with the tip of the thumb. Just a gesture of wisdom and peacefulness that we can carry with us into the rest of our evening. Thank you very much. Thank you. So hopefully you feel as though you've really transformed your energy, given yourself good energy, transformed your exhausted body and mind, and you give yourself good energy for your evening. So thank you very much for joining me.